kids are sometimes going to get mixed messages about what they should be doing. And you want to be able to give them very clear messages about what you want, but you also want to be realistic. You might tell them that your messages you don't want them to use, and that might be the ideal, but you also want to be realistic about it, realize that sometimes they might get in a situation where they would use, and be realistic about that and tell them what you might want them to do at that point. Well, certainly you need to talk through that with your kids, and certainly they need to have an out to be able to get out of that situation if they're in a bad situation that they didn't intend to get into, but they find themselves. So there's things that you can, sort of preview with your kids. One of the things might be always having a telephone with you that's your telephone, not relying on someone else, having a person that they could call, and you could even sort of plan with them who that might be. Parents would always like it to be them, but sometimes that might inhibit a kid from calling because they just don't want to face you at that point in time. So maybe have another family friend that you trust that they could call and who could sort of come and get you from that situation or help you out through that too. Always go with other friends that you trust there too and tell them what your intention is during that time. Maybe those other friends can help out also. But certainly don't be afraid to even leave. You got there somehow, maybe you were walking, maybe you were biking, maybe you were someone else. Don't be afraid to leave if you're in an uncomfortable situation. Don't feel obligated because of social pressure to stay and to do something that you're not comfortable doing. So feel free to just leave too. And parents need to talk to their kids about those options. First of all, when the kid does reach out for help, you have to sort of thank them for doing that and to make sure that they realize that you appreciate them doing that. I wouldn't address too many issues that very night if they actually are under the influence that night, but the next morning you have to talk through the situation. There has to be consequences for it too. You also have to make sure that the lines of communication are still open. So you can say, here's your consequence, but I also really appreciate you calling about this too.